Little, don't want to stay longer than necessary. We have other appointments. We were only invited to come down here just to say a word or two. And that's why we just wanted to limit the topic of discussion. Not that we do not want to discuss about our ambition. It's a good platform, ordinarily, for us to actually market ourselves. So I think without any waste of time, let me extend my sincere greetings to all of you. My name is Honorable Tajuddin Abbas from the National Assembly, and with me is my colleague, who by the grace of God, come June 13, 2023, will be the next speaker, inshallah, and deputy speaker of the 10th House of Reps of the National Assembly. I think with this basic introduction, we can take your questions if you're ready.
Sorry, let me open up. So why did you meet the president this afternoon, sir?
You may recall that just 2 or 3 days ago, Mr. President was, the reign of power was handed over to him, May 29th. And since then, we did not have any formal interactions. We felt that it is expedient as the candidates of the party for the number 4 and number 6 positions. There is a need for us to formally come and congratulate him on behalf of all members elect of the 10th Assembly. So that's just the reason why we're here, to basically congratulate Mr. President over his election and his inauguration as the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Thank you. So, gentlemen, any question?
Well, we didn't have any discussion concerning our opponents who are also aspiring to be speakers and deputy speakers. We restricted our discussions to the matters of the day, issues that have to do with the challenges that this country is facing, particularly the economic and social challenges, and what he intends to do within the next few days, beginning with what he has done on the issue of fuel subsidy. Issues of other candidates did not form part of what we discussed with Mr. President this afternoon.
So you can see that we're using that set package. John Moscow, please.
Yeah, somebody need John Moscow. One second. There is insinuation in some quarters, sir, that the National Assembly has been a toothless bulldog and has been doing the biddings of the executive. And that is why you and their running mates, we are just to continue that project. I don't know what you have to tell the people that have this kind of impression.
Well, first of all, I would want them to go back to history. Let them tell us, even in the few instances where the people who were ordinarily not endorsed by the governments of those days have done better than the leadership of the 9th Assembly, which we all believe was about the first time in 12 years that the thinking of the members of the National Assembly coincided with the thinking of the executive. The 9th Assembly is by far, and I say it with all sense of humility, the best National Assembly that the legislature and the executive had a very mutually beneficial relationship. So many things were accomplished, so many things that ordinarily we would not have thought or contemplated will be achieved were achieved. So whoever is talking about rubber stamp National Assembly does not know the workings of the National Assembly. Nobody, Speaker or Senate President, Deputy Speaker or Senate President, nobody can manipulate the 360 members of the House of Reps to make them do what is not in the best interest of the public. And we have shown from our conduct in the 9th Assembly that for the very first time, even with the cordial relationship between the executive and the legislature, we had cause for the very first time to summon Mr. President to come to the National Assembly to address some issues of security as at that time. So if you are talking about rubber stamp, I wonder if anyone can summon Mr. President to come and explain issues that ordinarily he would have invited us to come to his office or assign somebody to come and answer our questions. So there has never been any compromise in the National Assembly. The autonomy of the National Assembly has always been maintained, and it will continue to be maintained. There will be no any way that the independence of our National Assembly under our leadership will be compromised. I assure you this, you can take to the market.
Thank you. Do you want your colleague to make a comment?
Well, I don't know.
Let's just head back to that.
Thank you very much. Just in addition to what the speakership candidate just highlighted, what we are bringing on board is parliamentary sovereignty. Parliamentary sovereignty that will ensure that the borders of the mandates of various arms of government will be respected, but also recognizing that interdependence is key towards achieving any national objective. We're going to ensure that though we are three arms of government, that we understand that we are one government. So the national objective of the executive, if it is what the people want, will remain the national objective of the legislature. We are bringing on board impartiality of this man that just spoke to you now holding the gavel, that will ensure that sentiments and emotions will not control the direction of the gavel, that the policies that will come out will be a reflection of the needs of the people of Nigeria. We are bringing on board institutional trust that will make Nigerians believe more in the institution of our democracy called the legislature, which is the fulcrum of our democracy. Because the more confidence they have in that institution, the more we will advance this democracy that people like Mr. President has fought for from the days of Nadeko to sustain up till now. We're bringing on board the balancing of inequalities that exist within our society. So Nigerians should be rest assured that innovations, transformations, reforms are going to be introduced by us, not as rubber stamp, but as people who believe that the nation building should be a joint task involving the input of the executive and also the contribution of the legislative arm. This will not go without saying that the principles of checks and balances in the doctrine of separation of power will be duly observed. So there's nothing to be afraid of. We are coming just like any national party in any advanced democratic climate points to the direction of where they want to set up, how they want to set up architecture of government that will help them achieve their national objective. It happens in the US, be the Democrats or the Republicans. They will always say, this is the direction we want to go. It's not that they are bullying the parliament to go that direction, but as a party, they must have a direction they want to go. And that is what our party has pointed. And we are not relaxing. This man has not slept for days. I've not slept. We've been going around trying to make sure that granted that the party has given us the platform, but I'm not conceding that that is sufficient for us to go to bed and sleep. We are lobbying these members and begging them, come over to our direction and let's make Nigeria a great nation. We are talking to all the members and we are hoping that at the end of the day, we will get what we are looking for. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for this very important question. I want to assure you that we have, for those who know me, in the National Assembly or outside the National Assembly, they will tell you one thing that is very peculiar to me, is that I'm a peacemaker. I'm somebody who relates with everyone. I'm a team player. And we are reaching out to all those aggrieved candidates. We are doing everything humanly possible in ensuring that we carry them along. And I want to assure you that come June 13, the House will speak as one. We are very, very resolute and determined in ensuring that no one single aggrieved voice will come to bear after June 13. We will carry everyone along, and the National Assembly, the House of Representatives, will continue to operate as one with one single voice. That you can take to the market. Thank you.